So, guys, I completely forgot to react to this, last week when I saw it. But maybe it's because I just didn't care. Maybe I keep forgetting to put my fucking mic on, mate. But yeah, maybe it's because I just didn't fucking care. Because I'm gonna be honest, yeah. Why the fuck is Mike Tyson fighting Floyd Mayweather? Please make it make sense, bruv. Make it make sense. As you guys can see here, Homer Fight have reposted the news, and it says Mike Tyson set to fight Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition boxing match in the spring of 2026. Both sides have already signed the contract. And my question is, for what? For what? Bruv, I can't lie to you, yeah? This is why, in my opinion, boxing is not as big as it used to be. If, bruv, according to Netflix, guys, don't shoot the messenger. You can go and search it. Apparently, according to Netflix, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul got more views than Canelo and Crawford. So if that doesn't tell you that boxing is declining, I don't know what else to tell you. Because how has a gimmick exhibition fight got more views than, like, I'm sorry, Mike Tyson, yes, he will still draw a lot of people because he's the people's champ. Everybody loves Mike Tyson. But if you look at Canelo and Terence Crawford, what was at stake and how big that fight was, arguably bigger than Mayweather Pacquiao. If you actually look at what was at stake and what both fighters have done, like, it was actually a bigger fight than that. But it didn't. Like, listen, guys, it's fucking crazy. And this is why when this debate over boxing is on the decline and MMA is on the rise, when that comes up in conversation, people like to chat shit and say, oh, these MMA guys still want to try and compare. But the truth is, MMA is actually more exciting and more entertaining than the current state of boxing. Like, if you even look at the Canelo and Crawford card, we had those two. We had Callum Walsh, I've forgotten his opponent, and then there was another fight. But guess what? Guess what? That whole card was boring. And on that same night, UFC Noche was on. And Diego Lopez and Gene Silva headlined that card. And that fight it got finished in the second round. I can't remember what minute. But up until that finished, that fight was more exciting than the whole Canelo versus Crawford card. And listen, anybody that wants to chat shit in the comments, talk your shit. All I'm going to say is, if you're a boxing fan, go watch Diego Lopez and Gene Silva's fight and then come back and argue that that wasn't more exciting than the whole card of boxing. I don't know what's happening to boxing. You know what? Listen, guys, I know everyone likes to talk shit about the UFC pay, like the pay gap between UFC fighters and boxers, and fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you lot that. You lot make good money. But the UFC actually entertains people. The UFC actually makes the best fight the best. So, I know everybody's in this sport to make money at the end of the day. But at least these UFC fighters can be like, I'm fighting the best of the best when I should be fighting them. And I'll be honest, this day and age of MMA, if you are not making money outside of MMA, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing, because there's so many different ways to make money. Like, even Dana White, I said it years ago, that there's so many other ways to make money outside of the UFC. So if you're not doing that, then that's kind of on you. The UFC has its setup and has the way it does its business. So if you're not happy with that, don't sign the fucking contract. It's as simple as that. But everybody wants to be at the UFC. And I can't lie, listen, like, yes, we've had some decent, even off the top of my head, what boxing fights have we had this year? Last year it was decent. I think we had Beterbiev and Bivol, the second one this year, I think it was. But other than that, and then the Canelo and Crawford, other than that, boxing has been boring. Like, I can name 5 banger MMA fights. I don't forget cards. I can name 5 UFC fights that probably even, forget lived up to expectation, exceeded expectation. So for me, these gimmick and exhibition fights are part of the reason why boxing is declining. You're not going to see a 40-something-year-old MMA fighter fighting another, let's say, 50-something-year-old MMA fighter. You're not going to see that. And guess what? These MMA fighters will actually leave MMA, retire from MMA, and go to boxing and make the bat because they can get away with doing bullshit like this. This is why boxing is on the decline. Because of boxing. Not because of anybody else, because of boxing. Turki Al-Sheikh has come and he's slightly saved the day. But as long as we have these bullshit gimmick fights, that personally, I can't lie to you. Shouts out to all of you that actually pay your money and you go and sit there and watch these useless gimmick exhibition fights. Because personally, I'm not doing that. I would not waste a penny, even watching on or paying to watch it on TV. I'm not doing. Excuse me, guys. I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry, I'm not. Even the other day, Canelo and Crawford, Netflix. One of my family members has Netflix. I don't pay for Netflix. I don't watch Netflix. So why the fuck would I pay money just for a Crawford and Canelo? I won't lie. I probably would have paid for that if I had to. I'll be honest. Because that's a big fight. Fights like that, I'm happy to pay when it comes to boxing. But gimmick fights like this, I wouldn't pay. Even let's even talk about it because we're talking about boxing. Last week as well, Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou have been talking about fighting each other. So this is what Deontay Wilder had to say.
Francis, let's get it on, baby. If you serious about what you're saying, for I am serious about what I'm saying. Let's get it on once and for all. Your power against my power. Let's test it out, baby. Hey, if you down, I'm down. We can go to the motherland too, baby. Africa! Let's go.
Wow, what a scene that
Let's
would
get it.
be. Oh my God.
Hey, Deontay Wilder is a fucking weird guy, bro. But you know what? I'll give that fight the benefit of the doubt. As much as it's a gimmick and bullshit fight, at least, it's going to be exciting because we will see KOs. Maybe someone's going to get dropped in the first round. The person's going to get back up. Then they're going to get dropped again. But we are going to see someone get beat up and KO'd. That's for facts. But even so, I don't care about it. Honestly, I don't care about that. Francis Ngannou, you need to focus on whether it's MMA or boxing. Pick one. And Deontay Wilder, he's at the end of his career, so he's just there to collect checks, respectfully. But these are the reasons why boxing is dying. Even Anthony Joshua, you fought Francis Ngannou, but what did I actually do for Anthony Joshua? Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou, and if anything, that added miles onto you. You should have just fought Usyk. Like, I'm not being funny. What's the point of wasting time with these gimmick fights when you can give the fans what they want and you can cement your legacy and you can actually make the fights that need to be made? Not these fucking bullshit gimmick fights. You ever think the UFC or Dana would allow that in MMA? Never. Never. So, it's a shame, but I guess that's the state of boxing right now. It is what it is. But that's just my opinion. Like and subscribe. Share your comments below.